Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mistress of Ceremonies, Sue Mantaris, and Master of Ceremonies, Kendall Tenney.
Wow.
What a great crowd. It's a
What
big
nice
group.
entrance music.
It's very nice entrance music.
Very nice entrance music. Very nice, Don. Good evening, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to the Public Education Foundation's annual Education Hero Award Gala.
Before we do anything else, weren't the students who performed for you tonight amazing? Let's hear it for them. Incredible. Really, really talented. First, we want to thank the talented jazz band you heard as you entered the ballroom. The jazz combo from Green Valley High School under the direction of Kara Froelich. And you also witnessed on stage the talent of the Centennial High School interpretive dancers. They were under the direction of Michelle Dunn and did a tremendous job.
Awesome, awesome. Go ahead, yeah. They deserve that. As you arrived at the hotel this evening, you were welcomed by the Sierra Vista High School Army JROTC under the command of Chief Warrant Officer Lloyd Crathers, retired, and Command Sergeant Major Robert Brown, retired. You also experienced the amazing performers from Social Circus. A special thanks to Matthew Frazier and the Kish Foundation for arranging for Social Circus to be here tonight. Also featured this evening was the Clark County School District Showcase of the Arts. Outside, you were able to see the visual arts from Las Vegas Academy Studio artists under the direction of Kelly Mabel. Also performing were the Green Valley High School Strings, which were led by Shelley Berger, the Clark High School Strings under the direction of Dr. Charles Cushionary, and the Las Vegas Academy Guitar Quartet led by Bill Swick. And we want to also acknowledge a very special man tonight, Dr. Rick McEnany, who is the director of the Showcase of the Arts.
Hopefully, you got a chance to see all of the fantastic auction items out there. And we want to let you know that the silent auction is going to close pretty soon. So this may be your very last chance to win. You want to check your phone, you want to text, and make sure you have the highest bid. The Public Education Foundation is really excited to be back here at Mandarin Oriental again. What a fabulous place.
Yeah.
Incredible. Special thank you to General Manager Donald Bowman, who I just met with his wife Ellen, and his staff, world-class hospitality, and Chef David Worley, is here around, fantastic food coming up, and Executive Pastry Chef Philippe Angibou.
Yeah, thank you. Tonight, along with celebrating the remarkable accomplishments of our honorees, we also celebrate the accomplishments of the Public Education Foundation. Our gala is the official launching of the Foundation's 25th anniversary year.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Each of you received a special edition commemorative book that we hope you'll enjoy. It's on your tables.
Nice book.
It's very, very nice. Well done. Tonight we start with a message from our student performers in their adaptation of the song My Shot from the musical Hamilton.
All right.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'ma get a scholarship to go to college. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I'm amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word. I drop knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough. A shiny piece of coal trying to reach my goal. My power of speech, unimpeachable. Only 17, but my mind is older. These Clark County streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage. I have learned to manage. I don't have money to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame. But damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out the name. I am the S-T-U-D-E-N-T of the F-U-T-U-R-E. Our generation gotta set us free. I guarantee you'll see our ascendancy. And I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Everybody sing, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, whoa. Let him hear ya. Whoa. Come on, let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I say shout it to the rooftops. Whoa. To the rooftops. Whoa. Yeah. Rise up when you're living on your knees. So rise up. Tell your brother that he's gotta rise up. Tell your sister that she's gotta rise up. When is this community gonna rise up? 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 Rise up. I dream of the future so much it feels like a memory. When am I gonna get there? I lose sleep dreaming of what's ahead of me. Give me a fighting chance and I will make it be. Is it like a beat without a melody? See, I never thought I'd get the opportunity. Where I come from, we don't get very many. Ask anybody why we live in fast and we laugh. Take a fast, we have to make this moment last. That's plenty. Scratch that, this is not a moment, it's a movement. It's where those of us with something to prove when foes oppose us, we take an honest stand. All we want is to claim our promised land. And if I win my education, that a guarantee for freedom for my descendants. Or will my blood and sweat end the cycle of poverty and ignorance with no defendants? I know the action in politics is exciting, but Jesus, between the bleeding and fighting, I've been reading and writing. We need to handle our social situation. Are we a nation of states? What's the state of our nation? I'm past patiently waiting, I'm passionately smashing every expectation, every action is an act of creation. I'm laughing in the face of casualty and sorrow. The first time I'm thinking past tomorrow. And I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. You know I'm just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. We're gonna rise up, time to take a shot. We're gonna rise up, time to take a shot. We're gonna rise up, time to take a shot. Rise up, time to take a shot. Rise up, time to take a shot. To take a shot, 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 shot. Time to take a shot, time to take a shot. And I am not thrown away, I am not throwing away my shot.
Let's hear it for the Clark County students. Wow. That was so impressive on so many levels. Just incredible talent, and the production was phenomenal as well. So congratulations. You guys must have worked really, really hard to make that happen and make it look so good. All right, we'd like to introduce a group of special guests who really dedicate themselves to improving education. They are the Clark County School Board trustees, and we are proud to have them here tonight. And I'm gonna have them stand up. If you could hold your applause till they all stand up, but man, they're doing great work, and sometimes it's a thankless task. So when we do applaud, let's make it big. Dr. Linda Young, Chris Garvey, Patrice Chu, Kevin Child, Carolyn Edwards, and Deanna Wright. Please stand up so we can recognize you. Great work. These really are exciting times for public education. As we move forward, this is truly an opportunity to accelerate education. Tonight, I ran into a young man. He has long hair. He looks like, he could be in a band or something. Turns out he's the superintendent of the Clark County School District, which is the 5th largest in the nation. Please welcome to the stage the new rock star, Pat Skorkowski.
Thank you all for being here this evening. To my trustees, thank you for all the work that you do and the support that you give me, so I greatly appreciate it. Very touched by that student performance. I think the message was just amazing. And I will tell you, that may become my new motto. Rise up, I'm not giving up my shot. And it is my pleasure to lead the 5th largest school district in the nation and to work with such an amazing people in the Clark County School District. We have over 41,000 employees that work with us on a daily basis, and many of them are here tonight in the room, either as guests or as volunteers. So would you please give a round of applause to the Clark County School District employees? To our honorees, my dear friend, Mayor Goodman, thank you for everything you do, your passion and your drive and your commitment and your keeping me on track. And so thank you for what you do. To Tony Sanchez and Kirk Clausen, we couldn't do what we do without the support of the community and our honorees tonight and everyone in this room. So please give them a round of applause as well. I'm sorry, I'm still a little just thrown by that performance because it says everything that our students should feel in the Clark County School District. Judy Steele is an amazing partner, and for 25 years, we have seen such amazing partnerships between the Clark County School District and the Clark County Public Education Foundation. And Judy, I can't thank you enough for your drive, your passion, and I think that song was just about you. You're rising up and you're gonna make sure you take your shot. So thank you. So you got to see some of our finest this evening. Some of these students from the ROTC to the performance arts students and the students that performed to be the students in the caps and gowns. And that is what we are all about, ladies and gentlemen. This is the opportunity for us to make public education even better than it already is. We strive every day in the Clark County School District to ensure the success of every student in every classroom, and it is not an easy task. Some of our students come to our schools with so many disadvantages. So many of our families are in trauma, true trauma, where they don't know where some of their meals are going to come from, or how they're going to clothe their students, or how they're going to take care of their basic needs. And yet the community rises up and it makes it happen for our students. And the event that we're at tonight, 25 years of celebrating the partnership, will make a difference. But it's not just about this event, and it's not just about one night. Because those students, night after night, they struggle. They struggle to understand their lot in life. They struggle to find their place. They struggle to break down barriers. And ladies and gentlemen, in this room are the very people who can help them break down those barriers and make a difference in their lives. And so we need to all rise up tonight. We need to take our shot because we're not going to give it up. We are going to make this district and our students the best in the nation. And so for that, I thank you for being here. But realize, education is not a one-night event. It is a daily struggle. It is something that we must do to ensure the success of our students. So thank you all for being here, and thank you for the opportunity to share this evening with you.
Thank you, Pat. At this time, please welcome Sig Rogich, the chairman of the Public Education Foundation's Board of Directors.
What's with that music? Well, listen, this is the 25th year anniversary of our foundation. Amazingly, I think we've raised something close to $120 or $130 million in the community, if you can imagine that. So applaud yourselves. I can't tell you how proud I am to serve as your chairman. It's 19 years now we've been doing this. I've been doing that in that role with Judy's great help and assistance and all of your support, and I appreciate that. We believe, the essence of what we do is believing that education is a fundamental thread that brings us all together. I've traveled around this country. I've been fortunate to go to all 50 states and maybe 300 or 400 cities. And the common denominator of cities that really stand out is their education system. It really sets them apart. And you especially see it in universities, and the great cities have a great university component, and that starts usually with the schools inside the communities. So you should applaud yourselves for supporting this foundation because we really work for kids and teachers. I want to express my deep and sincere and profound thanks to all of you for what you do. I can't tell you how important it is. And tonight I want to just point out something and brag a little bit in one sense, but point out the importance of something in another. You saw those young kids perform tonight, wonderfully, I might add. We could give them another round of applause. At Rogish Middle School, you know, we're one of the top 200 schools in the United States, a blue ribbon school. And when they started the school, proudly, I will tell you, we made arts and music a common denominator. We have almost 1,800 kids there, and 75% of them play instruments. We provide instruments for those who can't afford them. Music is math. And do you know that we pass 100% of our kids in algebra and 92% in advanced algebra? It's amazing, isn't it? And when you perform, and 92% of all the children perform, and when you perform in front of your peers, you focus and pay attention because your fellow classmates are watching how you do. So when people start to talk about eliminating the arts as the first thing to go, fight that because it's integral to the essence of everything we believe in academics. We got a long night and we got a lot of fun things. I want to thank you all. That's all I have to say, and enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
Tonight we have prepared a short video in which we hear from some of our founding board members as well as several other board members. They will talk about how and why the foundation began and their ideas for its future.
Judy Steele and I, in the early 1990s, talked about what we could do to be on the cutting edge in education, to add some new innovative types of programs that would move our students higher. We started out by talking with our friends. I remember my friends Dorothy Eisenberg and John O'Reilly.
I started to be involved with the Public Education Foundation when I got a call from Grant Sawyer. And he called me up and said, I think there's something you would be interested in. So I went to a meeting and it sounded very different than anything I had ever thought of, but I signed up.
I became involved in the Public Education Foundation when it was just a gleam in everybody's eye. Nobody really knew what it was. And I am very proud that I was one of the people who sat in a very small office 25 years ago and said, let's do this.
We began with a program in the schools. My husband's basketball players were involved, and it was for the development of literacy. The players went on trips to other schools, and they would write letters during these trips, which were sent later to the students, which emphasized things in math, the culture of the place they visited, geography, history, and Watson Elementary teachers helped us a great deal.
I'm most proud of the grants that we gave out in the beginning. I saw some amazing teachers and some amazing work. It was just so heartwarming, and it was an eye-opener for the students and for me. It was wonderful to see.
I've been on the board of the Public Education Foundation since 2008, and I've had a chance to see a lot of the programs in action. And the thing I love about the foundation is that there are many traditional things that the foundation does, such as providing scholarships. Think about it, how important that is in a student's life.
In this day and age, you can't do much without a college education. And these scholarships allow these students an opportunity they wouldn't have.
The Public Education Foundation really tries not just to look at how things are done now, but to think about change. How can we change things? How can we do it better? How can we better engage everyone? And so I think the Leadership Institute grew out of that.
One of the most important programs, I think, is the Executive Leadership Academy, where principals of schools and educators are brought together with business leaders from around the country to learn some of the skills that is not taught in education schools.
It also works with providing supplies to teachers through the teacher exchange, but in a very creative way.
What I like about it is that, to me, the key people in the school are the teachers. They give these ideas to the foundation as to how it might help education. So the foundation is very careful that when money is donated, it goes to a place where it will actually help children, and they keep that donor involved, and it helps as far as leveraging education for all children.
I'm always amazed with such a small team of people how much we're able to accomplish, how many programs. I think the last count was something north of 15 programs. So for me to see an organization, especially a nonprofit organization, that is that efficient with the dollars that they receive to improve the public education system is just amazing.
The Public Education Foundation is trying to have this ongoing high-level dialogue about the quality of our education, and we should all feel passionate about trying to make it better every day.
The Public Education Foundation is working with leaders in the Clark County School District to change the culture and the direction that the district is heading in. So I see a bright future for Public Education Foundation. I see the kind of things that we're doing now just further expanding.
Education is the foundation of this country, and we need our children to have a good education and to have the equipment and the teachers and the knowledge that are needed in today's world. I think if we have a well-educated group of children, they can grow up to be anything.
I think the foundation in the next 25 years will double in size and double in impact on what it's doing for educating children.
I think there's no end to the future of the Public Education Foundation. As long as people have creative ideas, as long as new challenges meet education, as long as people care about education, the foundation will continue to grow.
I'm really happy to give my time and energy to this wonderful organization. The foundation really is living out one of its mottos: we drive change.
What a wonderful story of how it all began and where we're headed in the future. Well, Clint Holmes, you all know, is an internationally acclaimed singer-songwriter. He also is a passionate advocate for children and the arts. For almost a decade, through the Clint Holmes Foundation for the Performing Arts, he has partnered with the Public Education Foundation's Artists for Kids program. Clint was our 2014 Champion of Children. So, please welcome our friend, Clint Holmes, accompanied by Christian Tamber.
Good evening. I say, thank you. How are you all? Good to see you. 2 years ago, I was honored by this organization, and it was one of the most emotional nights of my life. My wife, Myron Martin, who I think is Myron's here, and Judy Steele combined to change my world because they got my granddaughter, who was at the time 11 years old, to come up and sing to me, and it was a complete surprise. And it moved me, and I'll never forget it. So tonight, they invited me to serenade you, Carolyn, and they told me, this is your favorite song. And I hope they were right, because I kind of learned it. Because of you, there's a song in my heart. Because of you, my romance got its start. Because of you, the sun will shine, the moon and stars will say you're mine forever and never to part. I for your love and your kiss. It's paradise to be near you like this, because of my life is well worthwhile, and I can smile because of you. This is my friend Christian Tamber on the vibraphone. Because of you the sun will shine, the moon and stars will say you're mine forever and never to part. I only live for your love and your kiss. It's paradise to be with you like this. Because of you, my life is well worthwhile, and I can smile because of you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I want to do one more, and this one, I want you to sing with me because I thought to myself, this would be a good idea in terms of a song from us to you. For all that you do, notice I'm totally excluding Oscar. I'm looking totally at you when I say this. So there's a part of this song that you all know, and I would like you to sing it with us. I probably don't even have to tell you when it happens. So, for you. When you're down and you're troubled and you need some loving care, and nothing is going right. Go ahead. Just close your eyes and think of me, think of you, and soon I will be there just to brighten up even your darkest nights. You ready? You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Don't you know I'm talking about winter, spring, summer, or fall? All you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sing it. You got a whole room of friends, you got a friend. When the sky above us should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, yeah. Well, just keep your head together and call my name out loud, and soon you'll hear me knocking on your door. Ready? Here we go. You just Isn't that sweet? I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Here we go. All you've gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. I will be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. We will be there, yeah, yeah. You've got a friend. God bless you, Carolyn. Thanks for singing it with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sig Rogish to present the Lifetime Education Achievement Award.
Thank you, Clint. That was beautiful as always. Clint never, ever says no, and I even drag him up to the Bohemian Grove in the summertime, and he performs up there. And they love him up there just as much as here. Oscar, come up here a minute, would you, with me? Just Oscar. Mayor Oscar Goodman. He needs some help. You don't need any help.
I needed help.
Oh, he's got some help in his hand.
This is my fifth drink. I needed a lot of help. And I'll tell you one thing. Where's Holmes? Where'd he go?
He left.
Yeah, I'm going to have you whacked, buddy.
Clint is leaving now for the Venetian, where he's performing tonight, and he's been with us for so many years and done so many nice things. It's a pleasure to have you as a friend on top of being such a great supporter. So thank you, Clint. We appreciate it. The first presentation is the Lifetime Education Achievement Award, and it kind of speaks for itself. Recipients who've given generously and who've worked tirelessly as advocates of public education are honored. And for those who know Carolyn Goodman, the word excellent comes to mind because everything she seems to do has a little excellence component to it, and so we're so proud to have her here tonight. I would like to say that one of her great achievements is the Meadows School that she founded in 1984. It was the first nonprofit college prep school for pre-kindergarten children through grade 12. And I think it set the tone and tenor in our community for other schools and other private schools to meet that standard. So for well over 2 decades, she oversaw every part of the school. The curriculum, the budget, the hiring and the administration, the faculty and staff, the physical plant, the fundraising. And you know, she did all of that for all those years and never took a salary. Carolyn, that's special. Under Carolyn's leadership and with her drive and attention to detail, it's no surprise that the school became one of the greatest schools of its kind ever. And it started in it had such a short window of success. You know, when she started it, it became what it was overnight because people recognized that she was behind it. She raised the bar for education, and her commitment to children is unwavering, and we deeply appreciate that. Now, as mayor, she continues to use that bully pulpit to talk about education, about kids, and about awareness, and about the strength of supporting the growth and the betterment of our schools in downtown Las Vegas and through the community that she represents. And so for that, I appreciate you deeply, and not only your friendship, but your professionalism and the way you conduct yourself when it comes to education has been extraordinary. So I can't say any more than that, but I thought I'd let Oscar, her beloved pal here with his assistants in the right hand, say a few words. So Oscar, I'm leaving it to you, buddy.
Thank you very much, Sig. You read very well. You know, the next year when we're
a lot
here,
of that was off the script,
forget
pal.
about it, Sig. Next year when we're here, Kendall Tenney will wear a jacket that matches his slacks. I don't know. You must have rolled out of bed to come here tonight, Kendall. I never saw anything like this. Did you think you were back on TV or something where they cover up your bottom half? Unbelievable. Well, I have no idea why I'm up here other than the fact that
I know, I'm beginning to wonder too.
Okay. Other than the fact that I've been married, it's not that funny. I've been married to my bride for 54 years.
She's also in the Wife Hall of Fame, by the way.
And I'll tell you something. Not only am I the luckiest guy in the world, but the city of Las Vegas is the luckiest city in the world. When we came out here, Carolyn came from a background that very few people know about. Her parents were very, very educated people. Her father was a very prominent physician at Lenox Hill Hospital in New York City. Her mother was very active in philanthropy. Her grandfather was a doctor, and her other grandfather was a full professor at Columbia University. So she was steeped in education while she was growing up. And when I told her I was offered a job, I was not the best law student in the world. I was offered 2 jobs, one in Heppner, Oregon. And, don't laugh about Heppner, it's near the Columbia River. And the other one was in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I said, sweetheart, how about coming to the land of milk and honey with me? And she says, I am not going to Israel. So I said, no, Las Vegas, come on out and let's see what it's all about. And she said, you know, we're going to have a family, and I have to make sure that their education is going to be excellent the way mine was back in New York. And she researched Las Vegas and Clark County, and believe it or not, back in 1964, listen to this one. We've come a long way, folks, the wrong way, unfortunately, but because of SIG and this group here, money is being raised in order to get us back to where we were. At that point in time, Clark County had the #2 school system in the United States, second only to New Trier outside of Chicago. And when we got here, Carolyn was not the type of person who just talked. She put her money where her mouth was, and she went to her friends, and she saw that education had to be improved here, and she went to some of my reputed mobster clients. And no, it's true. And she
said, a lot of them are in the Columbia River,
right,
by the way. Which is why you liked Oregon, I know.
Who asked him up here?
Oh, that's right. That's
no,
deal.
It's all right. She looks like she's very bored at what I'm saying, but the truth of the matter is, it's all right. In the morning, she comes to my side of the bed and applauds to make sure. What did she say?
She said you go to hers.
No, that's great. You know, I think she said tonight is her night. I'm not sure. Uh-oh, now we're in real trouble.
Come up here, Carolyn. Oscar, don't leave. Oscar. Wait, he spilled his crutch there.
No, wait a second.
No. He's got half my lines. Would you stop?
No, I will not stop. I will keep on going. So she founded the Meadow School, and with a lot of her friends. And what they were interested in was the same thing that this group is interested in, that SIG's been interested in, to make sure that the students in Clark County go on to a higher education level. And during the years that she was running the Meadow School, the 26 years she was there, as SIG said, she didn't take out a cent, which broke my heart. But and didn't have any...
And your pocketbook.
She used to rob me every night, burglarize, embezzle from me or convert from me. Every single night, she would go into my pocket and take money for the Meadows. But the bottom line is, SIG, and what we aspire to here, and where's Mr. Sorkowski? Oh, I thought you went home. What we aspire to here is not every child has to go to college. We understand that. But we know that every child has to attain the very best that that child is able to attain. And that's what this community is about. And Carolyn at the Meadows, she believed that at least the folks that were going there, the students that were going there, that every one of them had to go to a 4-year college. And for 26 years, she got every single, well, she didn't do it, but the school got every single student into a 4-year college, which is remarkable. And the youngsters went away. They went away to Stanford and to Duke and to Penn and to Harvard. And then they came back here and they brought all that they learned to our community and became part of the fabric of Las Vegas. So I'm so proud of her. I really am. I used to grouse all the time. I used to complain all the time that she was spending the hours on the phone talking to the teachers and making sure that her dream was accomplished. But the bottom line is, and she's not through yet, she has left Las Vegas a much better place than when she found it. My wife.
So, Carolyn, on behalf of the Education Foundation, we're honored to present you with the Lifetime Education Achievement Award.
Oh my God.
Here's this young lady.
Oh my God.
Come over here. Carolyn, bring her over here. Come here.
Oh, sweetheart is she? Yes. Who is this beautiful child belong to? I adopt children.
It's a little heavy to hold, but
Oh my God, you had to put my face in there. How disgusting. What happened to my husband? Oh my God. How many of you would volunteer to be married to him for 54 years? What? We do whatever Sig says. What do you want me to do?
just turn around there and accept it, okay?
Okay.
Come here, sweetheart. One more picture, please.
So who is she? Who does she belong to? Don't blame her. Hi, Millie. Thank you. Oh, cute. That was beautiful. What's her name, Sig? What's her name? You're fired. Sig's fired. He doesn't know her name, for heaven's sakes. Millie? Oh my gosh, that's an old name like Hazel and Evelyn. I love you, Millie. Thank you very much. All I can tell you, it's a wonderful time to be here with everyone that's come out to support the Public Education Foundation. As I said to Oscar when we sat down, I said, there's so many people who've made such a difference in our community, not only in the public education area, but in so many different ways. There's so many of you. And none of us know. I mean, you know, Oscar took everything I was going to say, blew it away. You know, my parents said, don't marry him. And as we came over we came over Railroad Pass in 1964, and you couldn't see anything but rolling sagebrush and a couple of buildings out there. I looked at him and I thought, oh my God, my parents were so right. This is disaster. But I was too proud. I would never have told them anything about what we had ahead of us. But it was a great time for those of you who were here in 1964. It was a great community. Never locked the door to your house, left your keys in your car, and it was fun. But we had no idea, Oscar told you, that we were number 2 in education. No idea of what was going to come to pass. But for both Oscar and myself, and fortunately for our 4 children, we believe as you believe. It's our community, we own it, and we need to make sure that we make it the best it can be. And in 1991, 1990, I got a call from Mark Fine, who I'd been soliciting for land for the Meadows School. And he was such a tightwad. He wouldn't give me, oh no, he said, you can have 7 acres, the truth. I said, and this wasn't a charter school. This wasn't a school taking money out of the public school coffers. This was a school that if people would believe in it, they're going to pay their own way and also pay an additional amount so we had a socioeconomic diversity. So I went out to Greenspun Fine and I sat down at their house and I said, so Mark, how about some acreage out here in Green Valley? He said, I have some land. We've got 7 acres for you out by the railroad tracks. I said, thank you, no. However, I love Mark Fine. I love everything the Greenspuns have done. They have helped build this community. But what was so smart about Mark Fine, he called me up in late 1990. He said, I don't know if you know this lady. Have you ever heard of Judy Steele? Have you met her? And I said, no. And he said, well, let me tell you something. This is a really bright, capable, dedicated human being. And we are going to go ahead, us and a lot of other people are going to go ahead, and we are going to build a support system for public education here in Southern Nevada. And God bless you, Judy, wherever you are. You should be standing here. But God bless you, Judy Steele, and all of you, and Lois, everybody, Dorothy Eisenberg, everybody, Mark Fine, Sig Rogish, everybody that was behind it. Because Oscar already stealing everything. You know, he said to me, Carolyn, don't have a drink tonight. The sponsor of Bombay Sapphire Gin is telling me. No, you have no idea. The line that he copped of mine, that I stand up beside his bed every morning but while he's still asleep and applaud him. He dreamt that up. Give me a break. I still do it. It was me. But you know what? It's wonderful to be married to Oscar because you get a very strong backbone. And also, too, your microphone is silent. Very shy, retiring, never wanted to be out in the front of the media or have an essence of himself. None of you all have an idea of who he is, what our four children survived to get to the point of where they are. But I have to tell you something. My thoughts when I was thinking about tonight, first of all, to be honored, and for all of you who should be the recipients of any honor, because you're here and you care and love our community. And I can tell you the essence of Oscar and me and our family is there's no other place in the world but Las Vegas, Nevada. And I think of our board of trustees, and I think of Pat Skorkowski and everybody else. We need to be doing more. It's not good enough. This is a #1 community. And what Sig Rogish said, it's not only about science and technology and engineering and mathematics. God bless you, Sig, you're absolutely right. It's about art, and it's about history, and it's about everything that makes the society wonderful. And technology is hurting. It's the best tool. People don't understand. Technology is a tool. It's not an essence of who we are. We see children who can't communicate anymore. We have lost a whole sense of humanity because we're so buried in this. But the leadership of Las Vegas and what you're about, every time that you contribute to this great public education foundation, is making a huge difference. For 12 years, Oscar represented, and before him, our wonderful Jan Jones, you're out here somewhere, God bless you, who has been so phenomenal for this community for 8 years, and Bill Breer, and oh goodness, Orrin Gregson, and I missed Ron Lurie. We're all on the same thing, and we know around this entire world, it's no different in this country and no different here. The inner cities are where the suffering takes place. It's the last place, it's the lost generation, it's the forgotten orphans. And we need to really be concentrating on, which is the same essence of public education. Earlier is better. There has never been a 1 or 2-year-old or 3-year-old that didn't say, I want to try that. Let me learn. Let me do that. And we need to make sure, and I don't care about the rest of this country. I care about right here. We need to make sure that we're reaching down into these young children. We do have everything that Sig talked about, that really we have so many issues with which we deal, and Pat Skorkowski, God bless you, he knows because he deals with it every day with the enormity of our public education. but it really is starting at the beginning. And if we can solve the problems in the inner city, we can solve every problem that humanity is facing. The Meadows School was truly just an effort of a lot of families who saw a chance to say, you don't want to listen to us out there. We're going to show you how it's done. You don't have to take money out of the public coffers. We're ready to stand up as people who not only will pay, we decided no child raised their hand and said, I want to be born. Not one child. We as parents know that we made the decision to have a child. And we're responsible for that child in an ideal situation, and we will pay for that child's education. But because we live in this community, not only will we pay for our own child, we're going to put in some extra funds so we make sure that the socioeconomic diversity of this great community can put other children in this school as well. Not one public penny. And you will hear me forever, and this isn't a night for a lecture, and God bless you, Clint Holmes. You are the best of the best. You're not here, I know, because you've got a full show, but that was so beautiful. But the reality is, every single child that takes money out of the public school, we need to fix the public school system. It's not about charter schools, and I'm sorry, there's some wonderful charter schools. But if the Meadows School could be built, which it was, now in its 32nd years, without one dime of federal money, state money, county money, or city money, and not one penny from the Clark County School District, and has succeeded. Charter schools shouldn't be taking money from the public school system. All your money, all your contributions, and I'm for charter schools. I'm all for a charter school that becomes self-sustaining. But the reality is, this community is the very best, and we own it, all of us. And not a one of us has chosen to come into the world, chosen to whom we've been born, or where. Were we born into the jungles of Brazil, into Mumbai's most ghetto district? You have no idea. But fortunately for us, we're alive today, and we live in this great community, and you all are making a difference. And we need to make sure it is not good enough to be the 5th largest district at the bottom of the barrel. When you see students like this, students greeting us, we know we can do better. And it's finding out how and where we're going to do it to make sure that every child has the potential to reach his or her potential for life. And I can't thank you enough. This honor isn't about me, it's about you. It's about everybody that stood together at the Meadows School with the sacrifices they made to show with a model, and whether the model is for special needs children or the model is for hearing impaired or any other. My model was for college preparatory education to make sure every child had the opportunity to go to college. Whatever that is, the model's the same. It's always the same. It's holding on, it's believing, it's having other people join you. But when you know it's right, and we know what we want here in Las Vegas, we can do more. We can do better, and we need to make sure that every one of these beautiful children is out there reaching other children to make this the best community for their future they're going to have. This honor belongs to all of you. I will cherish this, but it's not my honor, trust me. And believe it or not, I have the best of lives. I've had it every step of the way. And that man and my family, and Catholic Charities who gave us our beautiful children and their children. God bless Las Vegas, Nevada. Stay with us, and thank you.
Congratulations, Carolyn. Thank you so much. Earlier, though, Oscar, you were really scamming on my co-anchor, my Tenney media colleague, Kendall Tenney. Not cool. Kendall, I think you owe Oscar a rebuttal. Sure. Come on up. Come on up. Okay. See, you knew it was coming, Oscar. You knew it was coming.
Oh, no.
He's leaving. He's out of here.
He doesn't want to stick around for this? You'll like this. On this script, which Judy and her team work on for weeks and weeks and weeks, there's a section on here that says Oscar Goodman suggested remarks. And when I saw that, I laughed and laughed because I knew there was not going to be any time constraint for that. I didn't know, though, it would turn into a roast, but I do want to say this. This is true. I thought if anybody would understand getting dressed in a fog, it would be Oscar Goodman.
Okay.
Disavowing now.
Right.
The truth is, I sprinted from my son's football game to get here, and this is real quick aside. I took a picture with Beverly Mathis out front, and then I came up here and realized, because I scrambled from the game to get here, you knew that, I was texting you, I realized my zipper was down, and I finally fixed it. No, but I fixed it, and I thought, wow, I avoided some serious embarrassment there. And then the jacket incident, so.
All right. Okay, at least you got him back a little bit. Lovely, lovely jacket. And we want to introduce you to someone now who also has a great outfit tonight. It's time for our live auction with our auctioneer, Kevin Rutter. Give it up for Kevin.
Receiving scholarships from the Public Education Foundation caused that door to open. Without it, we were short. We had nothing in savings. We've run the household with my income, which has been up and down as life would have it here in Las Vegas. There were times actually of having no income, so we learned a lot from that, and it opened the door. Listen, let's be honest. The family unit, the social economy, the opportunities here are limiting. Without having the resources ready to rock and roll when your child graduates, they end up going into the workforce just like you. In his first year, my son at the age of 18 held 16 credits at UNLV and worked 2 jobs. My daughter did the same thing in college and worked 2 jobs, babysitting at night and the library at the daytime. Who does that? Responsible young adults that want to make a difference when they get older. I would encourage potential donors to give with their heart and to know that every dollar, whether you make it a $100 scholarship or a $1,000 scholarship or renewable scholarship, matters. It doesn't go without gratitude and without, without crying, without reward. You know, today, you want your kids to be better than you, and there just aren't the resources there. PF makes that happen. All of your donors make that real. Without it, kids like mine would not be in college.
Wow. If that's not a mom that loves some kids, I don't know what is. Joining us tonight is Lakea Onaka, right? Onakoa Cabanas, right? Come on up here, my friend, and his lovely sister, Kailele Hoa Coabanas. Right here, guys. Unbelievable. Let's hear it for these two amazing kids. You heard from the mom. Let's hear from these kids now. Use them.
Good evening. My name is Kalele Hua Cabanas, and I graduated from Del Sol High School, class of 2013.
Hello, my name is La'akel Onakoa Cabanas. I also graduated from Del Sol High School, class of 2015.
I would just like to take the time to thank all of the donors that helped me go to college. In 2013, I received 4 scholarships from the Public Education Foundation. I received the Envy Energy Scholarship, the Southern Nevada Sports Hall of Fame Scholarship, the Veronica Gant Memorial Scholarship, and the Las Vegas Hawaiian Civic Club Scholarship. Without these scholarships, I would not have been able to attend UCLA in my freshman year of college. Yes, go Bruins! Currently, I'm a senior at UNLV, graduating with a bachelor's in political science in May of 2017.
Just like my sister, I was blessed to also receive 3 Public Education Foundation scholarships. Those were the Veronica Gant Memorial Scholarship, the Vasiliadis Family Scholarship, and the George Maloof Scholarship. Currently, I am also a sophomore at UNLV, studying communications and pursuing to get my bachelor's degree. These scholarships have honestly changed the way I am today, because without them, I would not be the person I am today. And I'd also like to take a moment to thank my mom, who is here right now over there. Without her, I wouldn't be the man I am today.
Education is valuable. Knowledge is empowering. These scholarships are so incredibly important to hundreds of other young Nevadans in our community. And my brother and I have made a commitment that when we're able, we will return to our community, to this community, to help fund a public education scholarship. We hope that you will help tonight too, and make the dreams of a higher education a reality for a lot of other high school seniors. Thank you so much, and have a good night.
Thank you.
Wow. Can we hear it for these two guys? Thank you. Unreal. And so now, guys, we come down to the program, the moment you've all been waiting for, hopefully, and that's the end. But it's really just the beginning. We're hoping to receive, guys, $75,000 here tonight. That's our goal. We know we can do it. It seemed impossible with only $19,000 to $16,000, right? But we have 630 scholarships that we're giving out every year. But at the same exact time as we give out those 630, there are 8,000 more kids in Las Vegas saying, "Help me too." And we can't leave these kids behind. Look at the stories that you heard here tonight. They're coming back. They're here to help us. They just need a little help from us today. And so 25 years ago, we made that happen. And I think we can go another 25 more. another 50 more, another 75 more, another 100 more with your help. And so we all gave you guys little bidder cards. Did you see the little stars there? That's because you're the ones burning bright. You're going to hold those stars up. We're going to say some dollar increments. And if you feel led to give, will you put your hand up at the right moment that you feel led? We had some great winners of some live auction items. Can we give them a round of applause? All these people trying to win some items helped the cause tonight. They helped win tonight. We also had some great winners of silent auction items. Can we give them a round of applause? Because they made it happen here tonight. But as you saw, even right here, when somebody didn't get an opportunity to bid, there's only one winner in every auction item. But you know what? For a lack of a better word, a lot of people lost. And we don't want you to lose in the cause and why we're here tonight. Not for an item. We need you in for the cause. And so it's our 25th anniversary. We have these beautiful little sculptures, is what I really like to call them. Take a look at these. Do we have one of those? Somebody could show one for me? Bring it up. Can you bring one up? Of course, my man in the cap and gown. How appropriate. And the reason why we're going to give these out, we have 100 of them. So the first 100 bids that come up for the appeal is going to receive one of these. And if you're like me, you work every day, and you think, how do I make an impact in this world? I want you to take this. I want you to stick this on your desk. And when you work 50, 60, 70 hours a week and you say, God, use me, I want you to look at this and say, yes, he is using me. I am being used. I am changing people's lives. Hold this up, put it on your desk, put it somewhere you see it every day, and make an impact tonight. So they will pass these out as you put your paddle up, and I say your number, put your paddle down, take the wonderful award, and that's what it really is, and put it somewhere that means something. So without further ado, it's our 25th anniversary, and we're hoping we can get somebody to crack off this $75,000 with the full 75 grand. No, I didn't think so. But what about $25,000? Would you put your hand up at $25,000 for this 100% tax deductible? Can we clap for this gentleman here? He's changing children's lives here in Nevada. Clap for him, guys. That's bidder number 159. Bidder number 259, I apologize. 259 just raised his bid for $25,000. Clap for that man. Sir, you hold that. You put that somewhere and know where that $25,000 is going. It's because it's coming right back in your neighborhood. Anyone else today, $25,000 for a tax deduction and a gift to change children's lives. $25,000, we're ready to give you one. Anyone else at 25 grand? How about $12,500? $12,500. Would you do that? Would you do that? That's half of our 25 special year anniversary. $12,500. Would you put your hand up for that so we can give you one of these? Right here, can we clap for this gentleman? Not to win an item, but to win in the cause and why we're here. Clap for him. That's $12,500. Sir, what's your number so we can... 105? My good man, bidder number 105. He clapped for you, clap for him. That's $12,500 here tonight. Make sure he gets one of those. I don't want him to forget it. Hold that somewhere with pride. You're changing lives today. Anyone else at $12,500? I want to make sure everybody gets an opportunity. Going once? Going twice? Anyone else? Fair enough. How about our next level? We feel like everybody could maybe do this. And that is $2,500. Notice the 25 every time. $2,500. Would you put your hand up so we can hand you one of these amazing sculptures? $2,500. Put your hand up so we can see it. $2,500. Put your hand up. $2,500. Anyone in the room here tonight? $2,500. Right over here, can we clap for him, guys? That's $2,500 for bidder number 354. Bidder number 354, wow, $2,500. Anyone else at $2,500 in the room here tonight? Not to win an item, but to win in the cause and why we're here. $2,500. Fair enough. If you haven't guessed, what's the next number that comes below that in the $25 increment? No. $250. Would you all put your hands up high in the air? Put the star up. You're the stars tonight. Make them burn bright. Bidder number 446 says I'm in the cause for $250. 513, another $250. Clap for him, guys. 454, $250. 500, another $250. She's shining her star right there tonight. God bless you for doing it. 399 says I'm all in for the cause. Another $250. 333 says I'm in for another $250. 394 says I'm in for $250. 219, another $250. What's my number up there, sir? I didn't see it. Burning bright. 341. That's another $250. Clap for him here tonight, guys. Fair enough. All right, so I'm going to throw in a little number here that's not on the list. And I'm going to tell you something. Hold on, guys, listen to this. If you're like me and you're a guy, you probably have a tool in your garage you haven't used, and I can't tell you how long, and your wife's wondering why the heck you bought the thing. You probably used it once. I'm thinking Oscar might have one. Yeah, everybody does. And so you have this tool, and your wife says, why'd you buy it? You're like, I'm going to use it someday, and you never have. I challenge you to sell it this weekend on Craigslist or somewhere and make that tool come back to life by putting your hand up, selling it this weekend, but putting up your hand now, using that tool to change kids' lives at the $100 level. I think we can all do that. Would you put your hand up at $100? Clap for him, guys. Right over here on my left is $100. That's bidder number 443 for $100. What's your number, sir? I want to make sure you had an opportunity to give. What's your number, sir? What's your number, sir? Bidder number 368 says I'm all in for $100. Anyone else at $100 here today? My friend right there with the light stick, what's the number for $100? What's the number? 137 says I'm in for $100. Right here, 137. Clap for him, guys. They clapped for you. We're changing the education in Nevada. 156 is changing the education. That's $100. Man, my good friend, 211 is $100. What's your number over here? It's burning bright. It's up in the air. It is 397. Make sure she gets one. That's 100. 176. That's another 100 right over there. And then don't forget our other side. We got $100 everywhere. What's your number, my friends? Go ahead, just yell it out. It's okay. I want you all to feel included. Bidder number 1, 95 for 100. Bidder number 3, 18. That's another 100. Anyone else for $100? Clap for them, guys. This little girl, really? Is she going to bid? 436. If that little girl can bid right there, 436, that's another $100. Wow. And so we come to the final end of our program. And if you're like me and you don't want the right hand to know what the left hand is doing, we'll gladly accept any donation you want to give, no matter how big or how small. We have a little green button. It says donate. Would you click it for 25 bucks here today? Would you click it for 25? It's on your phone. God bless each and every one of you for making it happen. My name is Kevin Rudder. That's the great John Miranda. We were your auctioneers here tonight. I hope you had some fun. I hope we changed some kids here in Nevada's lives. Thank you for letting us be a part of yours. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Kevin Rudder. Great job. Give him a big round of applause. That's not easy to do. Work in a room as well as he did. Great stuff. Thank you, Kevin. And for those of you who didn't get a chance to raise your paddle, just know you can go to your smartphone and all you have to do is press donate. So you can still, there are many opportunities to give to the Public Education Foundation. All right, you are in for a treat. This is going to be great. I want to introduce you to a special friend of the Public Education Foundation. She has performed the last 2 years, right, at the Scholarship Luncheon and wowed everybody. You're about to see why. Nikki Scalera was a graduate of Tisch School of the Arts at New York University. She's performed on Broadway. She was Penny in Hairspray. She was Jane in Disney's Tarzan. She's toured the country as the preacher's daughter, Ariel, in Footloose. And here in Las Vegas, she was an original cast member in the Queen musical We Will Rock You at the Paris and a soloist with the Las Vegas Philharmonic. Currently, Nikki is working on a great show, one-woman show, Bassie and Me, which is full of Shirley Bassey's music, which, as you're going to hear, has inspired Nikki. So please, everybody give a big, warm welcome to Nikki Scalera.
Thank you. Hi, friends. Well, I'm really honored to be here tonight. It's such a wonderful event, and I have had the privilege of witnessing the greatness that the Public Education Foundation does firsthand. With the giving of scholarships, literally hundreds of scholarships I've seen being given out to students every year to help them further pursue their dreams. Now, I'm from a small town in Connecticut, and I grew up with big dreams of being on Broadway. And it was because of my education and many, many scholarships that I was able to afford to go to Tisch School of the Arts at New York University and then fulfill my dreams of being a musical theater actress. The gift of education is such an invaluable contribution to society. The ability to change a young person's future is such a gift. And I want to say thank you to all of the heroes in the room tonight who have done thus for many students, myself included. Must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine, that's your way. You always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. Beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Beneath my wings, might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. Of course I know it. I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? Everything I would like to be. I could fly higher than an eagle. The wind beneath my wings. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything, everything I wish I could be. Oh, and I could fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings. For you are the wind beneath my wings. Oh, the wind beneath my wings. You're the wind beneath my wings. You're the wind beneath my wings. Oh, you. You're the wind beneath my wings. Fly, fly, fly high against the sky. So high I almost touch the sky. Thank you, thank you, thank God for you, the wind beneath my wings. Thank you. That song gets me verklempt. But I made it through without crying, so. So I was also blessed to have a really supportive family. My grandfather used to sit the grandkids down, and he would say, find what it is that you love to do. Find that thing that's your passion, the thing that feeds your soul. And if you can make it your career, you will never work a day in your life. And by God, he was right. My own special creation. So come take a look, give me the hook or the ovation. It's my world that I wanna have a little pride in. It's not a place I have to hide in. Life's not worth a damn till you can say, hey world, I am what I am. I am what I am. I don't want praise. I don't want pity. I bang my own drum. Some think it's noise. I think it's pretty. And so what if I love each feather and each spangle? Why not try and see things from a different angle? Your life is a sham till you can say, hey world, I am what I am. I am what I am, and what I am needs no excuses. I deal my own deck, sometimes the ace, sometimes the deuces. There's one life, and there's no return and no deposit. One life, so it's time to open up your closet. Life's not worth a damn till you can say, hey world, I am what I am. Thank you. Kind of my showgirl anthem. So the Education Foundation has been blessed throughout the years to have many supporters. Without these supporters, the foundation would not be able to do what it does. Tonight, please join us as we honor the foundation's circle of friends.
Public Education Foundation was our first engagement in Southern Nevada back in 1995. It was the first charity dinner we attended. It was the first board seat we accepted. It was our largest and first real engagement in trying to help with issues here in Southern Nevada. Public education is innovative, they're bringing new ideas, it is well managed, and the energy and enthusiasm that Judy Steele and her staff has just makes you want to be more involved. The Public Education Foundation is a game changer. The most noteworthy program that Barrick has become involved with is the Executive Leadership Academy, where we're training the next generation of school principals in cooperation with Georgetown University. This is a remarkable program. I like to call it the Seymour Kaufman program from the principal in room 222, and it is the program that Barrick is fully committed to and look forward to renewing our commitment to this coming year. When I look to the future for the Public Education Foundation, I see much stronger links with the university system, with the Public Education Foundation's new facility, virtually a campus. I see a lot of new synergies coming from that, and I'm very pleased with what Judy and her staff are doing to launch new and innovative programs. They've given the board a much deeper level of involvement than we've ever had before, and I think it's all about synergies. I think we're going to just see a lot more synergies between Public Education Foundation and other institutions here in Nevada. I want to congratulate Mayor Goodman for all that she does for Las Vegas and Southern Nevada, and for Kirk Clausen for the business leadership that he provides, and most importantly for my friend Tony Sanchez. For 25 years, I've worked with Tony Sanchez in a whole variety of issues and for different employers, and I really am pleased to call him my friend, my colleague, my advisor, and I congratulate he and his wife Elaine for the award that they're going to receive this evening. Congratulations, Tony.
Public education is a major focus of the NV Energy Charitable Foundation. Our support of Public Education Foundation provides a meaningful impact to Nevada's students, educators, and administrators by providing them opportunities that they may not normally have. We believe in the future of public education, and the Public Education Foundation plays a major role for us. And I'll use one example. We've provided through our Powerful Partnerships programs some $400,000 in scholarships for very deserving Nevada seniors. And the Public Education Foundation actually administers that program for us and has done just a fantastic job. The Executive Leadership Program is something that the Charitable Foundation invests time and energy into because we believe in lifelong learning. It provides an opportunity for Nevada administrators and teachers to learn from those who have different experiences than maybe they do. And so it provides an opportunity for them to gain insight and experience from those that might be outside what we'll call the system. The NV Energy Charitable Foundation provides support to very deserving causes throughout the state of upwards of $3 to $4 million a year, and it's something that we are very, very proud of. Public education is at the heart of this giving. For the education heroes or the ed heroes that are being honored here today, Mayor Goodman and Kirk Clausen, and then our own Tony Sanchez, I just can't thank you enough for the personal time and energy and the focus that you've put into public education, and I know that our state's a better place for it. Thank you very much.
I really appreciate this opportunity to talk about the Public Education Foundation and about education in Clark County overall. I think that this is an amazing community, and the one thing that I have learned through my work with Wells Fargo is the difference that anyone can make in contributing to the schools that are out there. We've been long-term supporters of the Public Education Foundation. We started out many years ago in supporting the early Clark County Reads program. We're still very interested in literacy programs. I would say more recently we've provided some help on the banking side that hopefully has been of benefit to the Public Education Foundation. I would say longer term, where we would have an interest to continue to collaborate, would be in the role of the Public Education Foundation as a catalyst. When you think about it, there are so many wonderful new ideas and approaches to education that are coming out across the country. And I think sometimes the challenge we have is to figure out which ones could be most impactful, which ones could be most scalable. And then I would really love to congratulate Kirk. Kirk, I've known you for 20 years now, since the day you arrived in Las Vegas from Iowa. Not sure whether this would be a future place for you and whether Las Vegas would be a great place for you to live and raise your family. It's been such a pleasure to know you and Rhonda all these years. It's been such a pleasure to work with you. It's been an honor to be affiliated with you. And you're one of my true friends here in Las Vegas. And I'm so glad that you decided to stay and make this your home. And of course, a huge congratulations to the other two people being recognized tonight, Tony Sanchez and Mayor Carolyn Goodman. And I also want to take this opportunity to thank the Goodmans, Mr. and Mrs. Goodman, for all of the wonderful community leadership they have shown to us. As a long-term resident of Las Vegas, I have always appreciated all of the hard work that they have brought to their roles as mayor of the city. And of course, it would be remiss of me not to also acknowledge how wonderful it is to have a woman, Carolyn Goodman, as mayor of this wonderful city of ours. It's always great to see another woman out there in a leadership position. So congratulations to both Tony Sanchez and Carolyn Goodman.
I think the Public Education Foundation really sets the bar on finding ways to innovate with teachers, with principals, with students. And you know, it's my obligation, it's the paper's obligation to report on what's happening in the schools, but give folks a thought about great programs that are happening, and if we can find those great programs in a very small sense, we're able to hopefully expand those into bigger and bigger successful programs for students. As a father, as a grandfather, I'm interested in a great school system, and I think the foundation has the ability to help generate some of those new programs. As a representative of the Review-Journal, I would like to congratulate Mayor Goodman, Tony Sanchez, and Kirk Clausen for the Heroes Award. They've done great work. Congratulations.
The Las Vegas Sands Corporation supports the Public Education Foundation because it's a great community partner. It's a way for us to get involved with a foundation that has their fingers on the pulse of what's happening in education. It's been fantastic working with the Public Education Foundation. Not only do you feel that what you're giving is being used, the people who work over at the foundation are awesome in that they're tracking the students and they're telling you about their successes and what they're doing, and so you really feel a part of the city and education and the students in Clark County. And so for us to support it through the Teachers Exchange, being able to give products that we're no longer using, or to actually host an event to recognize those students that are doing awesome in Clark County, and to give them, the first hand clap on their way to a brighter future. The future of the Public Education Foundation is very bright. With Judy Steele at the helm, she does a fantastic job of finding what are the best practices that are going around the country in education. And she actually brings those things here to Las Vegas, and we sort them out and we try to find out what fits for Las Vegas so that we can thrive in education. Just want to say congratulations to the Education Hero Award recipients, Tony Sanchez, Mayor Goodman, and Kirk Clausen. We've seen the awesome work you're doing out in the community, and keep it up.
I think that when corporate America partners
With organizations like the Public Education Foundation, it becomes game-changing for the community because you're making sure that the best minds in education, the best minds in the private sector are collaborating on programs, programming, and investing in the children of Clark County. Caesars Entertainment is committed to the Public Education Foundation because we believe they're the conduit for greatness in the school district. The work that they've done in the Leadership Institute, in the Teachers Exchange, and reading literacy is to be commended, and it's something that Caesars Entertainment is very, very proud to have been a part of. And I'd like to take just a moment to congratulate Carolyn, Tony, and Kirk. There couldn't be three more deserving individuals for recognition for all they've given back to this great community. I think all of us should be proud at what the Public Education Foundation has accomplished over its last 25 years. They've always been a vision for public education. They brought together the best minds in education in the private sector, and working together within the community, they've really made a difference in the quality of education that we're able to provide all of our children in Clark County. Congratulations, Public Education Foundation.
Well, this is the moment I know so many of you are looking forward to as we honor these three heroes of education. Please sit back and enjoy this year's student celebration.
All around us, every single color and every dimension crowns the reinvention. And if it is black, then it's white, and if it is dark, then it's light. So fill in all the spaces with imaginary places. It's so frustrating when no one else sees everything we see. So for now it is just an illusion, confusion, unless you're someone who believes. When you look, tell me, what do you see?
Just a dog in a park.
Is it real? Is it fiction? Only make believe. You act like you really don't care.
Look with your
But look with your eyes, it's a great Russian bear, and he's dancing and prancing and bowing politely. Plays to full houses, once daily, twice nightly. Prefix ordinary with extra, you'll see. Believe, believe, believe.
When you look, tell me, what do you see? You can't believe. Is it real or a mystery? Scientifically, it's more than a bench in a bar. You can't believe. Look ahead, it's a rocket that's headed for Mars on a mission to search for new life. When we'll be back, who knows? 'Cause it's really a long life.
gates and seize the day.
Open the gates and seize the day.
Don't be afraid and don't delay.
Don't be afraid and don't delay.
Nothing can break us, no one can make us give our rights away. Neighbor to neighbor, father to son, one for all and all for help. I need somebody. Help, not just anybody. Help, you know I need someone. And now my life is changing oh so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. And every now and then I feel so insecure. I know that I just need you like I've never done before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being round. Help me if I need back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me, help me, help me.
Be nice, girl. You have to pay the price, girl. They like to give advice, girl. Think about it twice, girl. It's time to get to work. Art isn't easy, even when you're hot. Can't say art is easy. Financing it is not. A vision, just a vision, if it's only in your head. If no one gets to hear it, it's as good as dead. It has to come to life. My bit put together, piece by piece, only way to make a work of art. Artistic contribution, every little detail plays a part. Covers the vision, no solution, everything depends on execution. Putting it together, that's what counts. By link, making the connection. Drink by drink, take every comment as it comes. Independent politician, piano instruments. Words upon your composition, everything that match exhibition. Bit by bit, putting it together. Piece by piece, working on a vision night and day. All takes time and perseverance. A little luck along the way. Putting on a personal appearance, gathering supporters and adherents. Mapping out the songs, but in addition, harmonize each negotiation. Bouncing the part that song musicians with part that's strictly competition. Let's everybody with a mission to get the perfect orchestration. Even if you do have the suspicion that it's taking all your concentration. We are making art, putting it together. Your love is lifting me higher, lifting me than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up, quench my desire, lifting me, and I'll be at your side.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It's goes electric, baby, when you turn it on. I've got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. Feel the hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You unlock the way to be rocking, don't stop.
Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well you already know. It's electric, it's electric, it's electric. Nothing I can see but you. You dance, 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 dance. Feel creeping, I feel the just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jan Jones Blackhurst, Senior Vice Chairwoman of the Public Education Foundation, and Michael J. Brown, a member of the Foundation's Board of Directors, to present the Champion of Children Award.
Michael and I have one agreement. We're going to be very short, and we're not going to try to keep up with Carolyn and Oscar.
Yeah, it's hard to follow the SIG Oscar. That's like Bing and Bob there, you know.
I need my rat. So for many of us who have lived here for so many years, one of the biggest concerns has always been that we watch the best and our brightest many times make the decision to leave. That's not the case with our friend Tony Sanchez. Tony was born and bred here. He's of the Clark County school system. He got his law degree from Arizona State University, and then he came back to make a difference in his great state of Nevada. From his simple beginnings, Tony's family understood the importance of education. His mom was always there to encourage him, stressing the importance of reading and getting a quality education. And his success from using that education underscores the value of public education in this community. It's what makes a difference to everyone. Tony is a role model for many young people in Clark County, but for that matter, he's an outstanding role model for anyone, no matter their age. He has a remarkable effort in giving back to the community. I've been here a long time, and I can't think of very many events where I've been that Tony's not there, that he's not there making a difference, that he's not there setting an example, that he's not there showing us how to really be an important part of a community. His wife Elaine, his 4 children, 2 of his daughters are here tonight. How proud you must be of the incredible father and role model that you have. Tony also represents a company, NV Energy, which has been very important to this community through its generosity. In my many years on the board of directors of public education, NV Energy has always been there. They've always been one of the first to step up, give back, and put their money where their commitments are. Tony, just speaking as a member of public education, as a member of the community, as your friend, you're really something else. You're special, you're authentic, you're what all of us should aspire to be when it comes to be a leader in the community. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I first met Tony Sanchez when he was a staffer for Senator Bryan. And I think Clint Holmes said it best today, you have a friend, and you have a friend in Tony Sanchez. When he was a staffer for Senator Bryan, the door was open, the possibilities were there. He continued Senator Bryan's tradition of someone concerned about all of Nevada and someone concerned about helping the state shine brighter. I've gotten to work with Tony for the last 25 years together on political and civic and charitable endeavors, and he's always one of the first persons to step forward. You have a friend in Tony Sanchez. If you are a student in North Las Vegas, you have a friend in Tony Sanchez. If you have a solar project that you want to get underway in Reno, you have a friend in Tony Sanchez. If you need a voice to speak up for the Latin community here in Las Vegas, you have a friend in Tony Sanchez if you're in rural Nevada and want to be heard in urban Nevada. And it has been my honor and privilege to be his friend and colleague these years. And I know I'm joined this evening by some of his colleagues that have come up down from Reno that are here this evening. And thank you for making the trip to recognize our dear friend Tony, who represents a company that is truly making its mark in corporate social responsibility. They step forward and help us found the corporate giving Giving Council, a group of about 25 corporations that are trying to bring 21st century philanthropy to the corporate community here in Nevada. They were the first company to sign up for it. Tony and I actually had this idea as we were flying on a Southwest plane up to Carson City one day. And so with that, and I've had the good pleasure of being a friend of his and his wife Elaine and his children and also one of his dogs, but that's a longer story that we won't tell this evening. Anyway, congratulations, Tony. It's
So
deserved. Thank you.
I have to be honest with you, I was checking my phone to see what the UNLV score was, to see what the other Tony Sanchez was doing tonight. They won. Thank you, Steve. Uh-oh, Steve. It's an honor. Mayor Jones, having been born and raised in Las Vegas, I've watched your career for decades, and you've broken so many glass ceilings as an incredible leader. What you've given back to the community, your entire career has been dedicated to community and social justice, and it's an honor. To Michael, 25 years ago, you taught me more about mining issues than I ever wanted to know. But for the last 10 years in my role at NV Energy, partnering with you and as a mentor in terms of what a company can do around a state like Barrick has done for Nevada, you've been a true friend and a mentor, and I appreciate that. I also appreciate sharing the stage with Mayor Goodman as well as Kirk Clausen. Both of you have dedicated your careers to public education and given back to our community. But I stand up here because, last year, the 2,500 men and women of NV Energy gave about 40,000 hours of their volunteer time to hundreds of nonprofits around the state, the great majority of which impact the future of our state, which is our children. Last year, our foundation gave out grants to over 500 nonprofits, again, the great majority of them impacting children. So I'm honored to accept the Champion of Children Award on behalf of our CEO, Paul Cadell, as well as the 2,500 men and women, many of whom have joined me here tonight. So how about a round of applause for my colleagues? We've heard a lot of talk about the challenges facing public education in this country, and yes, here in Southern Nevada. But the same probably could have and probably was said about the Clark County School District in 1973 when I was a second grader here at Cyril Wingert Elementary School, or when I was at Mountain View Elementary School, or when I was going through the forced integration experiment of the school district in the 6th grade centers back in 1976, or William Orr Middle School, or eventually getting to go to what I consider the best high school in Nevada, I was born to soar in 1984 when I graduated from Valley. My point is, public education will always face monumentally challenging times. Whether it's an underfunded English language learner program or the incredibly high percentage of Title I schools where free school breakfast and lunch are the rule, not the exception, like it was when I was a student, getting a free breakfast and lunch. Or when the Lions Club gave me my first pair of glasses when I was in the 4th grade. Love you, Tony. Because my 4th grade school teacher, Mrs. Ferraro, knew that we didn't have the money. And she didn't have a public education foundation, but she used her own community resources. The Public Education Foundation stands for, they understand that kids can't learn when their stomachs hurt from hunger, and that they cannot learn when they can't see the whiteboard in their classroom. Obviously, personally, I support the Education Foundation because I experienced what it was like when we didn't have it. But NV Energy supports the Public Education Foundation because our teachers are not always provided with the tools they need to teach our kids, and we're talking about paper, pencils, something that the Teacher Exchange is tackling. Also proud to support the Teacher and Executive Leadership Academy by providing cutting-edge training to our future leaders, our principals, our administrators, because what they learn goes to the benefit of our kids. The women in my life, my mom and my grandmothers, always told me that I was going to be the first one to go to college. I never knew to think otherwise. It wasn't an option, it was always a given. Just like today, my wife Elaine and I have 4 terrific kids, 3 of whom are here tonight, and they're our proudest achievements. During the course of my wife Elaine's career, she held several high-level positions and undoubtedly could be working anywhere she wants to today. But for the past several years, she's chosen to devote, and I'm so grateful that she has, her talent, energy, and efforts every minute of every day to the education of our kids. Elaine and I are grateful we have that ability to make that choice as a family because we're very well aware that many are not. The education I received from the school district has enabled me to be where I am today, working with an incredible group of men and women and for a company that believes that it has an obligation to give back to the community which it serves. By your being here tonight, you're also showing your commitment to the education of our children, and by the size of this audience, that has not gone unnoticed. This award is so appreciated, and it goes to each and every one of my colleagues at NV Energy, and I thank you.
Out of the ruins and rubble, out of the smoke, out of the night of struggle, can we see a ray of hope? One melting rain, reaching for the day we can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but we can build a city of man.
City of man? Can we get some girl power in here? We may not reach the ending, but we can start. Slowly but truly mending, brick by brick, heart by heart. Now, baby, now. We start learning how. and you gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. Come on and out for a hero till the morning light. And you gotta be strong, and you gotta be soon, and he's gotta be larger than life. I need a hero.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sig Rogish and Judy Steele, President and CEO of the Public Education Foundation, to present the Education Hero Award.
It is running like the Academy Awards, isn't it? It's going on a long time. Kirk Clausen is really one of the pillars of our community. His commitment, his vision, the things that he presents are essential for a leader, and he certainly provides that to our town, and he has throughout the years. It goes without saying we need that, certainly from people who want to set an example in our community. Kirk and his company oversee Wells Fargo in Nevada, and I can't tell you how vital that is to our community, how much it's been important to our growth throughout the years. All of you that have worked in government, public service, and as developers and businessmen and women understand that Wells Fargo has been the common denominator in making things happen here. For the past 2 decades, Kirk has been actively involved in our community. He served on our board for 11 years, and when he left the board, he made sure that Wells Fargo always had a representative there. He's been on every board you can think of in this community, from the Chamber of Commerce, the President's Club, the Global Economic Alliance, the UNLV Foundation. I think he might have been one of the founding members of that. He was chairman of the Henderson Chamber of Commerce, the Nevada Bankers Association, 3 Square, the United Way. Obviously, bankers don't sleep because he's in all these organizations. So, because I don't know how he does it. But he always asked the tough questions at our board meetings, and he encouraged the leveraging of resources and strategic alliances. And by the way, it won't surprise you to also know that he always wanted a return on investment. Wells Fargo was the first company to step up and support the Clark County REACH program, and it donated more than hundreds of thousands of dollars to upgrade our libraries and our public schools. And before I go on with a little more about Kirk, I want to also acknowledge the fact that other members of Wells Fargo joined the board later. Brian Waters, I think Brian's here tonight, and Laura Schulte and Mindy Elliott. And they were also integral in our success, and I appreciate all that you did too after Kirk left. So I'm not going to say too much more except to also thank him, because along the way he gave us office space for $1 when we needed it. And he also gave us a... He didn't ask, the examiners weren't happy with that, but we were. And I will say also he gave us a superb, competitive, wonderful loan to make our buildings come together on Maryland Parkway that you see today. So he just goes above and beyond it all. I could talk more, and I can't thank him for his friendship through the years. I've known him for many, many years, and I know a lot of you have too. But I'll let Judy say a few more words.
So it's my privilege to talk about Kirk tonight as well. Kirk spent a lot of time counseling and questioning us when he first got engaged, and he was always asking me a lot of deep questions where I needed to think better about how we had a return on investment and how we were going to look at new programs and how we would scale them up. And more importantly, because of all his relationships with all the other nonprofits, he questioned why we were doing something without working with other groups and how we could leverage all of our talents so that we'd have a greater impact together. And I think that of all the contributions that he's made, the idea of working with other nonprofits in this community rather than working in your own silos was really critical. And we're beginning to reap the benefits of that because we're all reaching out to each other across this community and working together. And I know that you planted the seed in the Public Education Foundation to do that, Kirk, and we really, really appreciate that. Kirk and Wells Fargo stepped up first years ago when the Clark County School District first pioneered the empowerment model. You were right at the table with us, adopted a school, and did that for, I believe, 6 years, and we really appreciate that. And when we started our Leadership Institute, we had founding partners. You again stood next to us and stood behind us, and we appreciate that. So without further ado, it is our great privilege and honor to welcome you to the stage so that we can award you our 2016 Education Hero Award.
I want to look taller than somebody in this picture, so. Thank you. Wow. I know, Rhonda, this was more than I expected. So let me start out, first of all, thanking Susan Nelson. Susan, look at me. You did a very nice job on that video, and it really touched me. That was really well said, and thank you and Howard for being here this evening, and Cheryl, my admin, and Dawn, and Em, and the entire team that's here, including my baby brother from Sioux City, Iowa. How about a hand for Sioux City, Iowa? Wow. That's Clint with a K, not with a C. And then my oldest son, Trent, and his wife, Rachel, are here. So, you know, this really did turn out to be much more than I expected. I am so appreciative. But let me start by saying, as probably Tony knows, the Goodmans, it would be a little bit different situation. But for those of us in large companies, it's not so much about us, it's about our teams, right, back at the company. And on behalf of more than 3,500 employees for Wells Fargo and Company here in Nevada, based here in Nevada, where we live, work, and play, we want to say thank you so much for this recognition. It means a lot, Judy. I don't know where she floated off to, but thank you very much. When Judy originally called me about this, we got into a near argument because I kept saying, no, I don't think I'm the person for that award. There are so many better choices, probably all of you in this room, but Judy was able to connect the dots for me and help me understand it was really about the Wells Fargo team. So once again, we are honored to receive this. Wells Fargo, Nevada absolutely pledges to stand by public education, at least as long as I'm the regional president here. We believe in public education. My wife and I are products of public education back in the Midwest. Trent and Rachel graduated, went to school and graduated here as well, and they've turned out pretty damn good. So I'm very pleased with how that all worked out. Thank you. The other thing I'd like to mention is we are well aware at Wells Fargo of the underbanked and what that means in the community and how much more we can be doing to help folks, educate them, help them with financial planning, all of those things that really matter that probably everybody in this room has taken the time to do. It's a difference maker, and we can bring that to every corner of the community, and we plan to do that. I mentioned our team a moment ago. We are so involved in the community. I mean, it's seldom that you go to an event and you don't see Wells Fargo in those hideous red T-shirts that we walk around in all the time. They look like everybody else's shirts, but the people inside those shirts are very special, Dawn, right? I liked them better when they were yellow. But those red T-shirts, I can only say how grateful I am to have the opportunity to work with the team that I have at Wells Fargo here in Nevada. And again, folks like Susan Nelson being willing to serve on the board here. Oh, the lights are coming up. I must almost be done. But Susan Nelson serving on the board and so many of our team, taking lead positions in very special educational organizations throughout the state. We're present, and we hope we're bringing quality. Wells Fargo invested over $2.3 million in educated-related funds last year in needy organizations. So we do believe in education. We put our money where our mouth is and have for a long, long time now. For more than 160 years, Wells Fargo has had this commitment, and it's even stronger today than it was 160 years ago. We are thrilled, and I speak on behalf of my entire team, we are thrilled to be included with the Las Vegas Mayor, Carolyn G. Goodman, who I oftentimes refer to as the new and improved Mayor Goodman, as she receives the Lifetime Education Achievement Award, and Tony F. Sanchez. If you haven't been in a room with Tony Sanchez when he speaks, you'll learn quickly to listen. You learn something every time. And finally, a big thank you to Judy Steele and the entire committee that put this extraordinary event together this evening. This is what Las Vegas and Southern Nevada is about, and I'm very proud of all of you, as I am my own team. Thank you very, very much.
Hey, in just a moment, everybody, we're going to tell you how much we raised tonight for our children in Clark County, so hang on.
All right, really quick, the thank yous to so many people who have made it possible tonight. Karen and Morgan Cashman, along with Cashman Photo, they made those wonderful commemorations. Larry Ruvo and Southern Glazers, Wine and Spirits of Nevada, always been there for the Public Education Foundation. Clint Holmes, Nikki Scalera, they were fantastic.
Our sincerest appreciation goes to Jerry Bourne, director of tonight's Student Tribute, and all of the talented students for such fantastic performances. I know we enjoyed them all. We also would like to thank Crystal Allen and Todd Quinones, who made this a special evening by interviewing guests on the red carpet tonight.
And Judy Steele and staff,
Woo!
again, fantastic job. Great, great, great. Wonderful night.
Love you, Judy.
You're about to hear how wonderful it was.
Yes. So tonight, everybody, we raised approximately $600,000 to help the children of the Clark County School District. Give yourself a hand.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.